anyway, this is... It doesn't matter. I don't really want to tell you who I am. Anyway. So, I'm not going to talk about my, my kin, because I don't want to talk about my kin. But in 1908, because it was necessary, my full ensemble arrived on this world, this nasty little fucking world called Earth. We like to call it Terra, but Terran. Anyway, and at that point, I had the distinct pleasure to well, facilitate certain activities. One of them was the creation of what we call the ministry. It's not like the church; it's more like the ministry. It's an anomalous organization. Now it's only run by machines because we couldn't trust people. But anyway, now how did the ministry begin? Well, the power that the ministry had came from Joseph Stalin, of all people. Because what I did is I came into Joseph Stalin's bedroom one night when he was totally fucking drunk, and he was about to be murdered by his people because they were worried about Germany conquering Russia, the USSR. They were about to liquidate him, but anyway, I told him, I said, all you gotta do, baby, all you gotta do is counterattack, and then you'll be a hero, and then they'll roll back, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then he did. But I said, to do this, I have to give you certain information. And if I give you this information, I want something in return. He said, who are you? And I said, I'm the goddamn devil. Anyway, but he didn't believe me, but then I had to do one of my devil tricks. Which I did. I performed the devil trick. Anyway, but I told him he had to sign this long, incredibly complicated document, and without looking at it, without reading it, and which he did. As I told him if he didn't, he'd be worm food by morning. I said I'd make sure of it. Because the people were they were sharpening their teeth to eat him. I eat that fucking goddamn motherfucker. Look how pretty that is. Look, see how pretty that is over there. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Is that beautiful? Anyway, so the ministry began in earnest, and anyway, and then here's one little thing I told Stalin he could do. I says, listen, boy, you can do this. You can do this. You really can. It's not a problem. I mean, look, you can steal the secrets from the U.S. on the B-36 Convair Stratofortress, or it's some kind of big fucking bomber. Steal the plans for it, and then I'll tell you how to use those plans, plus the secrets that you've stolen about the atomic bomb, to conquer the United States. I says, but wait till the war is over. So in December of 1945, Joseph Stalin ordered the Convair aircraft, which were not Convair aircraft, they weren't the B-36, but it was basically the B-36. A sortie of them holding nuclear weapons, that is atomic bombs, from Cuba, and they landed on the ocean using flotation devices, and they crept up toward the United States, radioing to the U.S. that they were armed with atomic weapons, and they would blow them up in cities and states and kill lots of people. Well, Truman didn't believe it. He's that show me man. I'm from Missouri, show me. So anyway, but eventually the USSR, that is, they had to actually drop a bomb. They dropped it in a part of the Ozarks. And they did that because they had to show that they meant business. So they did. So basically Truman surrendered in December of 1945. And the Soviet Union took over the U.S. But see, the Soviet Union realized that all these motherfuckers with these guns would be crazy if they realized they were being taken over by the fucking godless communists. So they wouldn't let them tell that they were taken over by the communists. They said you have to keep it like it was. It has to pretend, everybody has to pretend it's exactly like it was. We didn't take you over, but they did. Anyway, they brought like a huge number of specialists from the Soviet Union. Anyway, this influx, this literal army of Soviets that coming into the U.S. Had within their cadre a group from the ministry. Now the ministry is a separate organization. It's super secret. Even Stalin didn't even know what it was doing, and he authorized it at my insistence. But the reason the ministry had to exist is because the human species had to be altered, improved, I guess you'd mean. No, I wouldn't say improved, but they had to be altered, because without that, all life within the entire universe later on would be extinguished. So the ministry's job was to, dare I say it, I will say it. I'll say it once I'm out of earshot. We had to eliminate the biological female, the biological human female from planet Earth. Completely, absolutely, with few exceptions. Now there were exceptions, but they were kind of held in a protective state for a long time. The reason human females had to disappear, well, I won't talk about. But we had to find substitutes because, obviously, think of the movie Kelly's Heroes. Anyway, Kelly's Heroes, a great movie by Clint Eastwood, with Clint Eastwood. These guys are being taken out of combat so they can get some R&R. I remember the sergeant played by, I can't remember who played it. But he said, we have to do something about these guys getting access to some chicks, some whores, because they'll start freaking out with each other. And that was the problem. We couldn't go around changing the human species without giving a suitable substitute. And so we did. Well, I didn't do it. Well, actually, I did do it. I made the document. I just created the document. So this document that created the ministry continues to operate. And so every time, look, if you walk the planet Earth right now, this is 2013, if you walk the planet Earth and you look down the street and you see something that looks like a girl, it's not a girl, it's a guy. Biologically, it's a man. But it may look really pretty, and it's a very good substitute. I swear to God, I've looked at all the women that I've cast an evil eye on, and they're really nice. I mean, they may be men, but man, they look dynamite. I mean, I got the hots for them. And they say, well, you're the fucking devil. Yeah, but that doesn't mean I don't have needs. I have needs. Anyway, that's what we did. Now remember, the name ministry is important. Ministry. Remember that. Don't forget that. I'm going to come back to that later. This is a class. This is an online class. I'm teaching humans how to behave. Oh, how nice. I'm going to train my monkeys. Let's train my monkeys. Ah, yes. Can't train these monkeys. But you can, sometimes it's helpful. Anyway. So, all I'm saying is, it's the truth. It's absolute gospel. I swear to God, as God is my witness, it is the fucking truth. And now fuck you if you don't believe it.